Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. See who pops on here. If you're watching this live, welcome. If you're watching this in the future on my YouTube channel at billhobart, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Hello Haley. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading, so I'll give you that. It's gonna be a pretty good day. Hello Karen. What's going on? Got a few things he wants to talk about today. Yeah, see what happens. Hey Susan, how are you? I need suggestions on a ring light, everybody, for my Coaching for the Souls and stuff like that. So if you have any suggestions on the best ring light to get, let me know. Hi, Karen. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Anytime. Have you been to, have you watched Coaching for the Soul before? If not, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Heidi. How's it going? Everybody keeping warm? Today's cold, man, oh man. Well, Karen, well, welcome then. You're gonna, I hope you enjoy it. It's usually a pretty good time. Yep. Hey, Rhonda. How's it going today? Doing good? Hello, Shelly. Everybody's popping on, which is kind of cool. I like it. So does Spirit. Yep, it's good. Yeah. So we got some work to do today, Spirit says. Gotta talk about some stuff. So, yeah. How's everybody's week going? It's Thursday. Been a pretty intense week. And we're going to talk about that and all the kind of cool stuff that's going on. All the stuff. So, yeah. Wait another couple minutes or so. What time is it? See who else pops on. If not, we'll start. Yeah. Hello, Teresa Parker. How are you? Spirit is glad you're here, Teresa. Teresa and I went to high school together. We were talking yesterday, and we were one of the people that we went to high school with. One of her cousins, he passed away yesterday. So we were talking last night about stuff. Yes, we are, Susan. Almost halfway through February. Yes. Closer to spring, for sure. For sure. That's what it's all about, right there. Getting closer and closer to the spring season of niceness, right? That's for sure. Okay, he wants to start. So, okay. So first thing we're going to talk about is realizing how much you've grown. Okay. Hey, Jamie, how are you? I hope you do. Let me see. Hi, Suze. How can I put this? Okay. We're always going to attract some type of negative energy, right? In some shape or form. Either it's a person, or it's a comment, which is still a person, or there's a meme or something that we take wrong, whatever. Well, today was an example, and I don't do this often, where I deny somebody a reading, okay? The person's energy was defiant from the start. I mean, yeah. And was that going along with anything? Her energy was very, very negative. It was very big. Whoops, hang on, guys. I gotta move the chair for. Okay, are you okay? Bailey's getting blinder and blinder, so he runs into everything now. So, So I told her I would give her her money back on the reading. Hey, Carson. And this is from like within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? Because the energy I was getting was just, why do you do it like that? Why do you do it like that? Hey, Christy. I've never had anybody do it like that. Okay, well, this is who I am, right? So I went ahead and, said, okay, well, I'm going to give you the money back in the reading. I'm not the right person for you. And so I said, have a good day, and I left the Zoom, and processed the return, everything like that. Sent her a copy of the return, and all it was negative back and negative back and negative back and negative back, right? Whenever I do a credit, I always put that it'll take up to 5 days to get the return, depending upon how you paid for the reading. And she shot something negative back. And then she shot something else back, and shot something else back, and shot something else back. And why I'm telling you guys this is simply to have you see that as you go through your transformation, as you go through your being in a higher elevation, right, a higher frequency, right, that you're going to be able to knock those people out of your energy, remove them from your energy within minutes instead of 15, 20, 30, 40, 60. I used to stick with it and try to change the person's energy and try to get them to engage with me and try them to do these things, right? And I've learned that does not work. It never works. So I've learned to cut it, cool. Sometimes it takes 3 minutes, sometimes it might take 6 or 7. But normally now I get it. Before I would not get it. And Spirit wants me to talk about this because we all go through that every day with family members, with friends, at work, all kinds of things, right? So we have to be conscious of talking ourselves down, giving ourselves props for getting out of it, giving ourselves props for saying, I can't do this. Hey, Josephine, welcome. And in turn, what that does is it changes your energy back to where it should be. I had to give myself props. You did great. That's fantastic. You caught it in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Congratulations, good. And then I'm like, well, that's really good, Bill, because sometimes it was like 45 minutes before you went, okay, you know what? I can't do this. After you try and try and try because the client booked for you. And so I felt I needed to perform. I needed to change their energy. I needed to give them messages like what I would do with anybody else. But I've learned that they're energy suckers. They are energy suckers, and we all have them in our lives. We all have them in our lives. So just an example, okay? Just an example of being conscious, an example of giving ourselves props and knowing that we have to tell ourselves we did a good job and coach ourselves out loud, things like that. Because we have them, energy vampires, especially Jamie, that's exactly who they are. And when they present themselves from the get-go in any situation, it could be if you're taking something back at the Target store, or you're buying your groceries at the grocery store, right? That person, trust me, I've left many a checkout lane at the Kroger or the Meijer or whatever store I'm in buying stuff, kind of, Fresh Time, Amazon Fresh, just move to a different lane. See, so I'm telling you guys this because we all have them, and as our vibration gets higher, as our frequency gets higher, we're going to run into more and more of them who are negative because they're not moving. They're not moving like we're moving. So, yeah. So just telling everybody that so you kind of get an idea that they're still around. Now, second thing, a lot of people are getting challenged with frustration. A lot of people are getting challenged with frustration. And they don't know what to do about it. They kind of freak out. They're just, they're paralyzed, Spirit says, which is true. The people I've talked to this week have been people I haven't talked to since 2020, early 2021, things like that. And all of them are in the same position. WTF. Bill, WTF, what the heck's going on? Why do I feel like there's all this frustration? Why do I feel like nothing's going right? Well, again, the energy's lifting, right? We're moving further and further into a higher dimensional energy. And they're starting their transformation. See? And I mean, they're at the beginning of their transformation. And it's interesting how we go through our changes, right? As we go through, hey Susan, as we go through our transformation, and you look back at the ones who are just starting now and go, wow, I remember that. I remember that. Wow, I remember that. Because we all go through it. So it's very, very interesting that in the last week or so, that has been the overall message from people that I've been talking to. So it's what I think, Spirit thinks, is pretty amazing is that it's true when Spirit says everybody is going through the transformation at different times, at different latitudes, everything. That people are being triggered. They're not understanding what the hell's going on. And these are people with children who are starseeds, and they're trying to understand. No Mercury retrograde, Karen. That ended. We're at the very end of the shadow, so it shouldn't be present in anything. Doesn't have enough energy. Yeah. But trigger. And that so that you can start to, or pay attention to, releasing that energy that you carry. Understanding what happens in your life to explode your life. Yesterday, I talked to Tuesday, talked to a person who, his girlfriend took all his stuff and left. All his stuff. And left. Moved away. Packed all his stuff up in a U-Haul that wasn't hers. And moved and just left. No one can find her. See? And he's like, okay, WTF, right? What the hell? Been together 9 years, engaged to be married. Really? Well, I told him basically the reason is, has she always been this person? Yeah. How long have you known her? 9 years. Okay. She's always been kind of this sneaky. Yeah. Hi, Haley. Right? And I'm thinking, okay, so Spirit had a firm talking to from Spirit. Like, dude, you know what? Dude. Been together 9 years. She's always been this sneaky. She's always been a conniver. You've never trusted her. Yet you asked her to marry you. We've been together for 9 years and I love her and I know she loves me. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not love. Feels like that's dependency. That's being afraid of moving forward and being an adult. Jamie said the parade of red flags, exactly. So over 9 years, she has moved out and moved back, moved out and moved back, moved out and moved back because he won't communicate with her. Well, Spirit has talked about this before, right? That we learn from our parents how to act, what to do. We don't have a Microsoft chip that we pop into our bodies, right? Hey, Lisa. We don't have that, right? We don't have that little click and go, okay, now I'm a guy and I'm straight and I know how to communicate with my girlfriend, my wife, my woman, right? And everything's gonna be fine now. No, it doesn't work like that. But what's interesting is she didn't communicate either. So he says, all we did was fight about that I wouldn't talk to her the way as much as she wanted. She wanted me to spill my guts. She wanted me to just, well, of course she did. That's control. That's not a normal, loving conversation in a relationship that is wonderful, right? It's not. And he always had the thing where, no, I don't need to, I'm not going to talk. That's not who I am. I don't spill my guts. I don't spill my emotions. She needed him to tell her every day, oh my God, I adore you. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I need you. Oh my God, I hope you never leave me. Control. That just happened last week. He's living with his parents. He doesn't have anything. She took his money, took his stuff, cleaned him up, and left. Hadn't heard from her. Nothing. What do you do? And I explained this to him. If it's been this going on for 9 years, she's not going to change. Why would you marry her? Because I love her. Really? Love does not solve everything. I love a lot of things and a lot of people, but I don't want to marry them. Because I know, hey Deb, I know who they are. I know, right, James, we know who they are. And just because we love them, we fall into this little kid energy of, oh, and all the red flags we ignore. And we go deeper and deeper into their and yours dysfunction, right? We go back and we intertwine each other and we get all this yuckies just intertwined with things. No. He's like 34, never been married. She cleaned him out. She was 27. Couldn't keep a boyfriend before she met him. Of course not. So that's happening more and more with people. The big explosion to get you to move forward. If you don't do it yourself, they will do it for you. They will do it for you. Trust me. I talked about a couple weeks ago about the person that I know, the client who got her butt kicked by her best friend of 27 years. 27 years being best friends. Best friend is drunk. Person does not want her to drive home drunk from the bar eating. They had dinner together in a low bar. Would not let her, took her car keys, blah, blah, blah. She carries a handgun because she can in Michigan. She put it on the bar and put her wallet on top of it. They saw it in the bar and said, you got to take that gun out of here. You can't have it inside. So the friend took the gun to the truck, put it in between the seats, locked the door back up, came back inside, but had her keys, kept her keys. So when they're ready to go after drinking and the client had 2 cocktails and her friend had like 7. She thought she was going to drive home. No. See? So the beating began where it was pretty brutal. And they haven't talked to each other since. I've talked to the person since. And what is interesting is the person says to me, the client that I have, the friend, whatever, I've never felt better in my life. Really? Why is that? I know why, right? Because everybody told me that she was just nothing but negative energy, that she was a freaking energy vampire, that she was my only friend. Well, that's the problem right there, only friend. Only friend. No, it doesn't work like that. Start a friend group on Facebook. It'll grow by the hundreds sooner than you can bat an eye. Because women are all looking for friends in their 40s and 50s and 60s. They truly are. Truly are. I met a woman who had a friend group and she was at 609 people in less than a year on the west side of Detroit. Livonia, Westland, stuff like that. And they're all these cool women who just needed people to go to the movies with, people to go to dinner with, people to play bingo with, people to do whatever with. But if you don't take care of your stuff, they will. Only it'll be an explosion. And Spirit has talked about this for years, that if you do not take care, and with everything that's happening to you, that's negative from that person, that if you don't have the energy, let's say, the consciousness, let's say, the self-respect, let's say, to get that person out of your life. And this can be a mom, a dad, a family member, a best friend. It can be anybody. Sometimes, hey Pamela, sometimes we have to go, you know what? You got to go. Hey Allison, why? Because who's the most important person in your life? You. Not that person. You will not die if you kick that person out of your life. You won't. You won't. Your heart will say, your ego and your heart to get together, oh my God, we're going to die. Oh my God, we won't have any friends. Oh my God, she's my mother. Oh my God, she's my sister. That's all irrelevant. It truly is. Right? We're all on a single journey to who we're supposed to be this lifetime. The people around us are just characters in the play. And we get to decide who stays and goes. And so many people don't think that. Oh my God, but he's my brother. She's my sister. It doesn't matter. She's my favorite cousin. It doesn't matter. Oh, I can deal with it. Oh, so you can deal with 3 or 4 hours of negative energy when you leave the activity? Really? Good for you. So how do you get rid of it? Oh, I really don't. Of course you don't. Because as you're going through your evolution, as you're going through your ascension, right? You're changing, your energy's shifting. You're becoming a higher dimensional being. You are actually able to, all of a sudden you're hearing the clairvoyance and you're seeing auras or whatever it might be. Maybe people who passed away are showing up in your house, things like that, right? That's where we're all going. So to pull yourself back in 3D, the universe is going, WTF, what are you doing? Hi, Cindy. What are you doing and why are you doing it now? You're on this fast track to 4th and 5th dimension into a life that's truly abundant, truly powerful, truly everything that a human soul signed up for. But because we have free will and a freaking ego tied to our heart and our little kid, we're going to sabotage it right now. We fall back. And then a week later you go, oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God, I feel like I could just, bleh. There's a pound of potatoes on my chest, right? I can't get the pound of potatoes off my chest. Well, that's because you chose to go backwards by sucking up that person's energy or hanging out with them or letting them railroad you or let them do whatever they want to you because that's your behavior. It's not who you are. You're allowing them to take your power away. No. And the great thing is, you get it back like that. That is so freaking cool. Just by paying attention, by thinking, you know what? Oh my God, I let them do that to me. Of course you did. Because it takes 2-3 times for us to go, not today, Satan, not today. I love that statement. I love that statement. There's no such thing as Satan, but it's kind of it just makes sense, you know? Because Satan, the picture of Satan is freaking the devil, right? So, oh my God, not today, Satan. You got to stay over there. I'm not coming to the house. I'm not coming for birthday. I'm not coming for Christmas. I'm not coming for Thanksgiving. And if I am, I'm coming for a limited amount of time. I'm coming for a half an hour before dinner and an hour after, and we got to go because we've got stuff to do. Yep. Then the family talks about you bad and blah, 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 blah. And you kind of go, oh my God, I feel so good. I'm not in that toxic waste of just, ugh. Yeah. Miss out on the gossip, but that's okay. One of your family members or friends will tell you what, you know. Then you can decide if you want to carry it or not. But that's what's going on right now, everybody, is that people are being challenged who have never been challenged before. These people, like I said, that I've talked to this week, haven't talked to them in 2 years. But all of a sudden, they're being triggered to go, okay, why am I so frustrated? And they get the message from their guides. Call Bill. That's when you know you're spiritually driven. That's when you know that you are absolutely divinely guided. When out of the blue, in your head, you hear, call Bill. Maybe I'll call Bill. Where did the idea come from? Them. Them. Or they'd let you stew in the pot and rot. But no, it's time to act now. And all but 2 of the women have children in elementary school who are starseeds. Hey, Holly. Who are starseeds? Who are starseeds? And mom has to transition to be that starseed too. They chose mom and dad to be those people to protect us and to nurture us into being this starseed. Because the children, I think one the other day was, they were 9 and 7. Well, guess what? They're connected. You just don't know it yet. They know it. They're not going to say anything to you because they're afraid and they don't know if there's any different. Trust me. Clairvoyant at 8 years old, I thought everybody had the voice in their head. I thought everybody had the voice in their head. No, not so much. But they will. That's what the cool thing about transformation is that as we go further into this amazing energy that lightens us all up and makes us feel like butterflies, makes us connect more with our mind, with our brain, with our human brain evolves into this great, awesome computer. Schools change, life changes, work changes, the environment changes, everything changes. Everything shifts, Spirit says. And again, I've said this before, by 2030, we will be in a totally different place than we are today. That's only 8 years. That's fascinating to me. I mean, I'll be freaking 70, but I guess I'll be okay by then, right? But I can't wait for the transformation. So as you're challenged, be conscious. Don't get down on yourself, right? Talk out loud to yourself. I mean, I had a conversation with myself after this person. I'm like, Bill, you did really good with that. I'm just like, what the hell was that about? Because I've been doing readings all morning. Like, where did that come from, Spirit? Well, again, they're gonna hit you exactly when you're not paying attention. Because we don't, right? We just kind of coast. And they're always gonna bring us back to like, boom, pay attention. We have to do this, we have to do that. You gotta protect yourself. You didn't gotta do this, you gotta do that. Got to be conscious. Happens to everybody. And if something continues after you've kicked that person out of your life, all right, Cindy, right? If the energy continues after you kick the person out of your life, the Spirit's not giving what you asked for, what you want once it's happened, what are you learning? Are you keeping up your conversations? Are you doing your guided meditations by Steve Noble? Are you watching Coach for the Soul? Are your social media, your Facebook and your Instagram and your Twitter and your YouTube feeds all bringing you spiritual messages every single day? Are you allowing the algorithms, your algorithms of your social media to benefit you or them? There's just little things you can do. And that's what it's all about. Because as you engage in things, as you read my memes on Facebook, like the stuff that I repost and stuff like that, and you comment or you get a heart, whatever it is, you keep your vibration high. Because it resonates with your energy. That's the way it goes. That's the way it works. When you do a guided meditation or you do something like that, because you're in your 3D space, right? And you have to kind of get out of that bag that you put yourself in, that paper bag, and you can't find the top to get the hell out. I did one before today, before I did Coaching for the Soul today. My go-to standby, 11-minute, whatever the hell it is, the rescue meditation. Yeah. Because I need to be balanced, right? I need to clean all that stuff out, let it go. Yeah. And that makes Bailey happier too, because Daddy's not all energized with the one kind of energy. So as we go in and through February, all right, as we're asking for what we want, right? February 1st, if you watched before, February 1st to the first week of May, Jupiter is in Pisces full strength. And if you're not daydreaming, if you're not paying attention, if you're not asking what you want out loud, you are missing out on all the abundance that has been stored for you for the past 2 years. When Jupiter was in Capricorn with Saturn, remember, Jupiter is the dad, Saturn is the mom, and Saturn has told he's laughing because Saturn was controlling the man like crazy, not allowing he couldn't buy anything. Jupiter's expansion, want to buy, want everybody to be happy, jovial, fun, and Saturn's the mom that says no. That was 2020. 2021, there Jupiter sits with Saturn in Aquarius again. Well, Aquarius and Jupiter are tied together because they're first and second in the year. And their Saturn says, telling Jupiter no. So Jupiter finally says, see ya. I'm going to frickin' Pisces, my house in Pisces, which is where I truly, truly belong. That's where I feel loved and protected, and I can be as big as I want to be. And that's where he's at now. So ask for what you want. Be specific. Don't say, I'd like a new car. I'd like some money. I'd like to be abundant. Well, if you find $1, that's abundant to spirit. How much money you want? What kind of car do you want? You want a boat? Want a house? Want to move? What do you want? Understanding that if you have made those proclamations, Spirit says, before, in the last 2 years, they're on their way. Pretty cool. On their way. Had 2 years to manifest with mom telling dad no. Now, dad's on his own. In paradise, let's say. Let's say he's in Hawaii, right? Mom's at home, chilling out, being angry. Bonus. So that's why, as we continue to ask what we want, we continue to have communications with our guides out loud every day when we're feeling yucky. Spirit, you need to help me with this. I don't understand. I'm confused. When you're feeling third dimensional, right, in your gut or whatever, you feel like you haven't grown that much, or you feel like you're sliding backwards, that's when you do those damn Steve Noble guided meditations. Unless you're just starting out. I sent guided meditations to people this week who are just starting their journey. And they do not understand why they are who they are and how to get rid of all their stuff. That's why I continue to talk about everybody's at a different level. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. Because as you see your friends, your family, whoever, start their journey, you can be the one who says, you know what? Gotta do this. Hey, Billy, gotta do this. I did this. If they will listen to you. If they won't listen to you, then you're not their teacher. Someone else is. Or no one is. Until they reach the point of WTF. And that's what it's all about. All about that. Because everybody has their limit, right? Everybody has a limit on how long they can go on their own until they can't fight it anymore. And trust me, that's the thing. They can't fight it anymore. They're like, I don't know what to freaking do. I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. And that's a good thing. Because all of a sudden, that's when they reach out for help. Chimes. That's when they're like, okay, I don't know what to do. Hey, you, cousin, sister, brother, whatever, right? What do you do again? Because it's been 1.5 years and I'm still angry. I'm still upset. I'm still emotional. I'm still. And everybody seems to be getting what they want except for me. Well, duh. Because they're doing what they need to do without any pushback, and you're not. And some people are meant to do it last. We're in the middle. Not many of you that watch Coaching for the Soul because you're in the forefront. And our children are being activated. As we get into spring and summer, it's going to be fabulous. Fall's going to be fantastic. Again, I've talked about this before. This is a quantum leap year. Next year, quantum leap year. We're moving faster into 4 and 5D than ever before in the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. That's why when Spirit says we'll be in a different place in 2030, believe him, because we will be. Energy on the earth is just absolutely shifting every single day. And that's what's cool. That's what's cool. Okay? So how much time we got? So I know we still got time because I want to talk about this. Okay, so you guys all know how Tammy Braswell and her energy stuff and things like that. Hey, Marcia. She just set out a new program yesterday. All right, and it's exciting and it's affordable. She is doing the Higher Consciousness Circle Light, Light. It is all the good stuff that I think the good stuff. Energy blast, vortex of creation, all the stuff that I use every single month for $99 a month, you guys. That's cheap. You sign up, you have to be part of it. I think there's not any time limit, but it's $99 a month that's automatically charged to your charge account. But you were involved in all her energy work every day. I told her I would promote this today because I've been telling her stuff like this kind of on the DL for a while. That there's a lot of people like myself who don't need all the Higher Consciousness Circle advanced stuff. I've already done it. I've been there, done that. All I need is Energy Blast, Vortex of Creation, the month-end healing Energy Blast. She does another thing like on the summer solstice and winter solstice, does this amazing freaking healing work, and just you feel it even if you're not listening to it at the time. It's pretty amazing. So for $99 a month, you guys, if you're interested, either contact me or check it out on Facebook, right? The Higher Consciousness Circle Light, Light. And I think it's over half price of what she charges for all the other stuff. So it's a good way because it's a good way to stay at a good frequency. Hi, Amanda. And I'll tell you why. She does 2 or 3 free energy blasts a month. Well, with this package, you get an extra one. So you're getting 3 or 4 energy blasts every Monday at 1:11. And if you don't pick up on that, you're not ready to change your life. You're not ready for the ascension. You're not ready to take that leap. Because I'm telling you what, guys, it is the thing that changed my life was those energy blasts. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how it works. Hey, Kimberly. All I know is that it grabbed me. I let stuff go and I ascended. My energy went up 75%, my frequency. So now she's doing this cool package for $99 a month. And I'm telling you, if you're ready for that ascension, if you're ready going into 2022, sign up for it. Do it for 3 or 4 months. You're gonna get hooked, I'm telling you. I've been doing it almost a year. And I don't know when I'm gonna not do it. Because I love the energy blast. I love Vortex of Creation. It's just cool because what you want comes true. I will tell you on the last Vortex of Creation, I always do my house in Maui, right? And I am focusing on the house and the address, and it's on the beach in Maui, right? It's on the Pacific Ocean. And this time, all of a sudden, the people from the Telos books, the beings from the Telos books that I read, the Lemurians that I read last year, in the beginning of 2021, I think it was. Yes, 2021. All showed up in teardrops above the house. Those are all my guides that once I get to the house, once I will be communicating with them Why? Because there's energies underneath my house. Blew my effing mind. I can't do that on my own. I can't. I don't know how Tammy does that, but guess what, guys? For $99 a month, hook it up. Hook it up. Because if you want ascension, if you want to clear your stuff, I'm telling you, it's worth $100 a month. It truly is. It truly is. Does it happen? For me, when I started doing energy blasts a year ago, first I did healing, and that was like, wow. And then 2 weeks later, I did healing again. I was like, holy moly. Everything just dissipated from my heart. And I was like this all of a sudden. I'm like, whoa, what is that about? And I was talking to her back and forth and things like that. And then, hey, Carmelina. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I think about 2 weeks later, I did it again. And I put the house in my head. Because you picture what you want in your house, or you picture in your head what you want, then you drop it into your heart. And then it goes in, and then you actually put it inside of this crystal bowl. You actually take it from your heart and put it in this crystal bowl as you're seeing it in your mind. And what everybody wants is in this bowl. And then all of a sudden, the bowl goes up to the universe and it scatters into little pieces, like little crystals. That's freaking amazing to me. And you're feeling it and seeing it, which again, because you're involved in her energy. So when you're ready, if you're not ready yet, get in there. Because for $100 a month, it's a steal. It's a steal. When you're ready. I think most of you are ready. And I'm not promoting this because she's giving me anything. It's not like that. I don't do that stuff. I just know that I promote what works. And when I'm sitting in my house in Maui and I'm doing coaching for the soul on the beach with the Pacific Ocean behind me and I'm sitting in my chair, my table, whatever it is. Yeah. And I'm talking to Lemurians from 12,000 years ago, whatever. Yeah. So I wanted to bring that up because it's a good opportunity to clear your stuff out. All right? So, next thing. Again, we're going to talk about loving yourself. Loving yourself, loving yourself, loving yourself. Making sure that you understand as we go into spring and summer 2022, what the universe, your guides they're like all over me right now. They are, hang on. What they are also worried about is you forgetting your work. You forgetting your work. What does it mean? Life is so blissful. We're out of the cage. There's no masks. We're outside. It's wonderfully sunny. It's spring and summer. It's beautiful. And then we wonder, well, what's that there? Why do I feel angry today? Because we haven't done any work in a month and a half, 2 months, 6 weeks, whatever, every day. Because what will happen with us is that we will fall back into past behavior, Spirit says. And they are scared to death of that because they know how easy humans are manipulated by our negative ego that's connected to our heart, that's connected to our little kid inside. 3 against 1, guys. You got to turn that tide. It has to be a lifestyle. It has to be behavior changes. It has to be not buying into what you believed before. You're not good enough, not pretty enough, not smart enough, not handsome enough, not skinny enough, not tall enough. You wouldn't believe the stuff that people have in their freaking egos and their minds about how come they can't. Talk to one person who yells at her children, gets frustrated with her kids, and blah, 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 blah. And I said to her the other day, Spirit was like direct to her, so no one listened to you when you were a kid, huh? She went, how did you know that? Because it's them. Said, Bill, that's true. I had to stomp my feet for them to listen to me. Do they ever listen? She goes, no. And neither do my kids or my husband. Well, that's because your energy is, I need you to listen to me because I'm 12 and I don't understand why you're not listening to me. Well, my dear, your 9-year-old or 10-year-old or 15-year-old son is not going to, why is mom acting like a child? What's that about? No. It's not how it works. In 2022, it's not how it works. It's about understanding that, okay, if that's what your childhood was all about, because you all have stuff, right? It's time to fix it. Guided meditations. Talk out loud to yourself. Talk out to spirit. Talk out loud in third person to yourself. Only time your soul hears you, baby. Only time soul hears you. When you call yourself by your name. Fascinating. Chimes. And spirit's all about that, right? Like, oh my God, whatever we got to do to get this freaking human to let this stuff go, because I can't make him let it go. Spirit can't. It's our job to get it done. That's why we have free will. So we can mess it up as often as possible. So our souls learn how to overcome, how to love ourselves. And I will tell you, with the situation today with that person, mine was all about love. Hers was not. It was anger, pissed off, mean, venom, poison, Spirit says. Not today. Bye. Refund the money. Have a good day. Thanks. And when that comes out of the blue, I didn't do anything but send her love. That's the key. That's the key. Love for ourselves. Love for other people. Can I be a 3D human being? Oh, yes. I choose not to be. It doesn't serve me any longer. It doesn't me any longer at all. Best, really good friend who's 60 years old can't find a job. She was been looking for a job in, where is it? Where does she live? Wyoming? Colorado? I don't know where she lives. Someplace in the West. That's how, we were good friends, but it's like, I don't really remember where she lives. We do Christmas cards and phone calls and stuff like that. Can't find a job in 7 months. She wants to know why, but I don't understand. How come I'm not? How come I'm not? How come I'm not? But every time I go to help her, she doesn't do it. Hi, Amy. How are you? Then she calls me again and says, well, Bill, blah, 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 blah. Oh, guess what? No. It's up to you. Another person this week calls me in a panic because whenever she's in a panic, she calls Bill. I'm going to save her. But you always make me feel so much better. I told her this week, I'm like, I'm done. I can help you understand what you have to do. But I can't save you. You have to save yourself. Worries about everything and anything, and it doesn't matter what it is. There's a bug on the floor. What do I do? Oh my gosh, da 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 da. It just, absolutely, she worries 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day, she worries about everything until she calls me, or if there's another person too, and we get her centered back on what's important. She's not going to die. She's going to be fine because she's 10 years old inside. From her mother. She still talks to her mother, who infects her every other day with worry and disbelief. Oh my God, it could be cancer. Oh my God, you're going to die. No, that's not true. You're not sick. You just need to cut that line of nastiness off. Hey, Julie, right? I love you, Mom, but I can't talk to you every day. Maybe once a week. And I get to talk about what I want to talk about. Do not tell people how you feel unless you want them to give you antidotes on how to fix yourself. And they're usually not the positive stuff. It's usually the stuff that, oh my God, got to go to the urgent care. Oh my God, you might have lung cancer because you have an upper respiratory infection. No, you're just sick from COVID. She had COVID. She was triple vaccinated, right? Got a little sniffle. nothing big, blah, 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 blah. Got a double ear infection, blah, 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 blah. Now she's got an upper respiratory thing going on because she didn't take it easy and take care of herself like she's supposed to when you're sick. Doesn't matter what it is. So it was longer and longer and longer. She was thinking she had lung cancer. Well, who told her that? Her mother. My God, you might have lung cancer after that COVID. You know, it kills people. No, it's not. See? We all have people like that in our lives, either friends or family or whatever. I have clients, but I told her straight up, what are you doing to fix that worry? No wonder you can't get better. Your body's always in flux. And how many times have you been in flux? I know I've been in flux. In my younger days, I mean, hell, younger days like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? How long? When you're not balanced, when your ego zips through your mind like zzz, and everything just fits like a puzzle, like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. That's a lie, you're not gonna die. If you stop thinking about that you don't have a job, that you can't find a job, right? Heard me say this before. Negative energy out, positive can't come through that negative energy. It's too heavy. Too third dimensional. Too third dimensional. Our negative energy is things from our past lives. It's things from this lifetime. It's our soul's journey through the third dimension. 12,000 years worth. That's a lot. Think about that. Just in America in the past century, how much has the United States and the world changed? Can you imagine being around for 3,000 years before Jesus? 1,000 years before Jesus? Really? When we know how Jesus lived, how Muhammad lived, all the prophets came from the same place. There. Yeah. So understanding that and going, okay, I've got to reset myself because my behavior since childhood, my baggage since childhood, my knowledge since childhood has been, I can't control that, and that's a lie. Talking out loud to yourself, saying, Bill, stop. All that stuff is BS. Stop, Bill, just stop. I had to do that a lot. And I'd be like, oh my God, you're right. When we could just say, stop. Bill, stop. You got to use your name. Can't just say, oh, now stop. You need to stop. Well, who are you talking to? The dog? Kid? Husband? Wife? Who? You have to direct it to yourself. That's when soul hears you and goes, oh, you hear yourself. And then 5 minutes later, guess what happens? Zzz, it happens again. We're not doing that. Stop. We're not doing that. Stop. Hey, Danielle. That's what it's all about. Understanding that we have to be in control of our thoughts. And when we're not in control of our thoughts, because we're allowing either we've let our guard down, ego's back in control, it's zipping around in our head, things like that. Catch it. Push it back. We're not doing that. That's not who we are anymore. Sorry, not gonna happen. We're not doing that today. Or any day. And the people in our lives that are making our lives like that need to go. Because who is the most important person in your life? You. And once you understand that nobody has the right to infect you with bullshit, dysfunction, negativity, no one does. Just because you're my mother, just because you're my brother, just because you're my sister, just because you're my father, whatever, right? Cousin, whatever. No. James. So when you leave the circle, they're like, oh, are you kidding me? She thinks she's better than us. Well, kinda. I got my stuff together. You people bring me down. You people bring me down. Exactly, Allison. You got to cut the cord. Right? As hard as that is. But what the amazing thing is that they make it easy once you make the decision. Because either you break it, cut it, or they cut it. I'd rather have you cut it. so that the person doesn't leave, destroying your life, pack up your kids and moves away, not to be seen, or pack the moves away into their parents' house, and their mother and father are standing behind your wife, or vice versa. You take your kids away from the woman, move into your house with your parents. Hey, Joe, however it is. But as you kick that person out of your life, you have to understand that that's an energy shift right there. And then keeping the line of communications closed. No text, no emails, no phone calls, no nothing. You don't answer anything. But we have free will, and how often do we screw that back up? Plenty of times. So it's super, super important that as we go through 2022 and beyond, that when those things bring themselves to the forefront, that we pay attention and don't allow it to last a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Allow it to last an hour, and then 10 minutes, and then just a thought. That's where we're headed. Where we're headed. And we're never able to change that, right? Is that if we get on the train, because the train's moving, guys, and we're too heavy, we're too fat, we're too whatever, right? Got too much baggage. Got steamer trunks. You can't take the steamer trunks with you, sir. You got to leave. You got to leave those along the tracks. My eyes are itching. Wow. You go, oh my God, what do I do with it? Oh my God, I got to get on the train. Oh my God, I got to leave. Oh, there they go. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I had to do that. Well, yeah. Okay. So, next thing is right now for Valentine's Day, buy a 30 or 60-minute reading gift certificate. You get an extra 15 minutes. So if you want to give somebody a Valentine's Day gift, I did this for Christmas. Okay? Give them a $30 gift certificate, or a 30-minute gift certificate, or a 60-minute gift certificate, or a 90-minute gift certificate. You get an extra 15 minutes. Now, if you want to buy it for yourself, you still get the extra 15 minutes. Pretty good deal. Hi, Kathy. I didn't even see you come in. So it's a pretty good deal. They never expire. I had a person who bought 2 or 3 today for the future. And prices go up next week, guys, on Monday for individual readings, for group readings, and for the element packages. So I've been at those prices for 3 years, and it is time to raise the prices up. So, but like I said last week, I've said this before, if I've read for you in the past, the way that you pay for the reading is like this. You use the pay in person tab. Then you send me a text or a Facebook Messenger, right? Facebook message. Say, okay, Bill, I booked a reading, because I'm going to send you a text anyway. And, well, Bill, is my reading still $95? Yes, it is. Is a half an hour still $65? Yes, it is. So for anybody I've read for in the past, if you cannot afford the new prices, I don't want anybody to think that they're by themselves. They have to find somebody else. That's not that. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that for me. It doesn't work like that for me. So I want everybody to understand that whatever you paid in the past, you can pay now at the regular price, not the promo prices when you used to do promo pricing, stuff like that. All right? So that happens on the 15th. 15th? 16th. Sunday, whatever day that is. I think it's, Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Okay? So, Julie, I did not get your text. Not that I saw. Okay? So after we're done here, if you want to call me, call me. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. I'm looking at some other stuff. I don't know. Spirit has there's all kinds of stuff we're thinking about doing, and it's kind of exciting. I don't have anything to put on paper yet. So, we'll see what happens. Something about coaching for your soul. Something about coaching for your soul. Being able to buy I don't know what it's going to be. If it's going to be coaching, if it's going to be what. But he said that to me today. Well, Bill, how about coaching for your soul? I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but Okay, what the hell? I'll keep that in my mind, and I'll mention it, today, so I'll remember it. Okay. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next Thursday, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3, and have a good Valentine's Day. And I will see you next week at 3 for Coaching for the Soul.